Attention, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Category 3 hose mad alarm. I repeat, Category 3 hose mad alarm. This is not a drill.
America will start winning again. Winning like never before. I will never, ever let you down.
Hearts and minds. Fuck hearts and minds.
This is Donald Trump's house, brother.
It's not gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this.
I will always give you my love.
We're not here to help. We're here to laugh.
Welcome to the Geek-Posium. I warned you there was a 4-minute version of that. Aren't you glad I cut that down to 52 seconds?
I want to see the 4-minute version. Wait. But I'm also like, oh Lord.
The sheer amount of consciousness that okay, hello everyone, this is Geek-Posium. This is our post-election broadcast. There will be politics involved because everyone's talking about politics. We can't escape it at this time. Just the way it's going to be.
It's impossible to escape right now.
It is. Now, for those of you who do not know, obviously both of us lean towards Trump. We both voted for Trump. All cards on the table. I might have voted for RFK Jr. if he had still been running. I'm not gonna lie. Like everything he was saying was everything I wanted. He was talking about factory farming and how it's wrong, and Bill Gates talking about a lot of the issues we have with our food. And one of the reasons why I don't eat a lot of processed stuff is because like my family didn't do a lot of processed stuff, and when I started eating more processed stuff, I started getting like sick. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is the issue. That being said, I will have a fucking Coke whenever the hell I damn well please.
Yeah.
Like I'm not 100% pure crunchy here, but I make the effort.
I mean,
so
when
like
I was overseas, I lost weight.
Yeah, like there's something in our food, and because the same thing happens to me whenever I leave the country. There's something in our food that's wrong, and only RFK Jr. is the one talking about it. We all know it. Just
yeah, the first time I left the country and came back, I lost 40 pounds while I was overseas.
Nice.
I gained it all back and then some when I came back.
Yeah.
I leave again to go overseas. I lose about 10 pounds. I continue losing weight when I come back because I became allergic to American food.
Yeah, that's it. First of all, what did you decide on? Taco Bell the first thing when you got here?
Because I couldn't have Taco Bell overseas, and that just fucked me.
You don't start with Taco. You start with like Arby's or something lighter.
It was some. I had part of the reason I had Taco Bell was there was nothing open that late.
Arby's is always open. Arby's never closes.
It was
anyway.
They were delivering.
Oh damn. What was I saying? So the number one reason that
everything except Taco Bell closes about midnight in Ohio, and I was home about 1 a.m.
All right. So the reason that this 4-minute long video exists is because after he won, I was so very terrified of them finding 20 million votes out of nowhere. I sat down and just started editing shit in just nonstop, and then there's a 4-minute long just victory video of just anime and video games and Trump and Ric Flair and Macho Man and Hulk Hogan and
yeah, you promised me Ric Flair, right? I didn't get Ric Flair.
Ric Flair is at the beginning.
I didn't see him.
No, Ric Flair's at the beginning of so that's like the middle to the end of the video. Ric Flair's at the very beginning where it's like it's the final, like that part. Like it is way in the beginning. But, yeah, like it's the whole thing. Anyway, like it's so I just did a stream of consciousness and I just refused to sleep for the entirety of Wednesday. I was like, oh, like has she conceded yet? Has it happened?
Yeah, I remember I was up until about 3 a.m. and then I passed out. And then I slept most of the day Wednesday, and
I was still up.
I dragged myself out of bed because I had homework to do Thursday and went to class and had a very bad day in general on Thursday because I also I had to put on the full monkey suit because we were doing class pictures
Okay.
and I ripped my suit.
Right.
I
You fell.
I tripped coming out of my apartment and ate shit.
Yeah,
That was not fun.
I believe that.
So I had to quickly go get new suit pants.
Understandable. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna think. Let me say this right now to the Democrats, everyone else there. I feel no hatred towards you guys. All right, that's just the way it is. You know, good luck. Hopefully, you can figure out why you lost 20 million votes, where they came from. I've seen a lot of people sitting there asking on the Democrat side, where are these 20 million votes we had last year? I'm going, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
We should really look into that.
We should really look into that. I mean, there's a non-conspiracy theory suggestion. It's
people just stay home.
It's people were sitting at home doing nothing, and you gave them a ballot.
Mhm.
And they were pissed. They were pissed at how the pandemic was being handled, and they voted out who was on the clock.
Yeah, which is pretty normal.
The
Would not have been my choice.
Why they lose this time? The economy, despite what they're saying, is not doing well. Guess who's on the clock?
I mean, there's lots of things that are not doing well. But you know, and to the women out there who are sitting there saying that they're going to no longer sleep with men, no longer get married, they're not going to date, they're not going to have the children of men that they're not married to. As a Catholic, I like to say, oh, please don't do that. Don't believe in celibacy and save yourself for marriage. That would be awful. Oh no, please don't punish me by becoming celibate and only having sex for procreation after marriage. That would be awful.
Please don't guarantee the victory of the other side in future generations.
Listen. The important thing is this, ladies.
You're taking the good religion route, and I'm taking the Taranistic route. You're going, yeah, oh yes, they're actually following the Bible, which is like, and meanwhile I'm just like, oh, we're gonna win through natural selection. Okay.
I mean, that was already going to happen. The conservatives have 2.8 kids to the Democrats no, they're down to 0.8 now. So yeah, that was already happening. But ladies, honestly, I understand you're all feeling bad, but what you can do is you can go ahead and tag Hentai Cake on Twitter. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a picture of your feet with the phrase "I'm still standing" to let us know that you're doing okay. All right, that's how we can make sure that everyone's all right, and you're strong and you're standing there and by showing your feet. I've broken Shep. I've broken Shep. He's dead. He's dead inside.
Oh Lord!
I'm waiting for him to look at the screen.
I've already seen it.
This is the way of things now. I'm having a good time. I'm not gonna lie. All right.
It's like, it's also like people are saying like, oh, he said he's going to be doing ridiculous shit. No, he hasn't said he's doing ridiculous shit. You've listened to people who have lied to you.
That's the other thing. Like, I am more informed by everyone else here by listening to a communist and a drug addict. Jimmy Dore and Russell Brand has made me more fucking made me more goddamn aware of what's going on in the world than all these other people. Who the fuck are they listening to?
What the fuck?
Who? I just want to know. because like who is it? Who is it?
And like I've seen people say, his advisor Nicholas Ferrentes has said that. You mean that Fed?
Listen,
who told the people who listened to him to vote for Harris because Trump wanted nothing to do with them?
yeah, that's totally on. Yeah, no. Okay, like again, my favorite thing about this has been the full reaction of everyone else. The women on TikTok screaming was amusing for the first 2 days. It's been a week, ladies. Please stop.
I got tired of it was amusing initially, and then it started to this is some of it was fucking demonic.
It is demonic. These people need an exorcism. I'm not even joking.
I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there. It's like this is this is
Unhinged.
extremely unhinged behavior. To just scream like that.
This, you know what this is? This is no one told them, hey, we don't act like that. Animals act like that. We are not fucking animals.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of like calls to violence for just random things that annoy people on Discord by these same people. I'm like, are you okay? Like, I understand that you're pissy because of whatever, but like saying you're gonna like break someone's headlamps because they have bright lamps on a pickup truck is a little much. 1 and 2, you're gonna get shot.
You're gonna
shot or ran over. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. Like you're gonna do something where you're gonna make someone put in legitimate fear of their life, and they're gonna try to de-ass the situation.
And DS at the fastest speed is you dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, like you throw shit at a truck, you surround a pickup truck. You surround a pickup truck and start throwing shit at it. They're not, and windows start cracking. The foot goes to the gas pedal to get the fuck out of there.
It's better than me, but yeah. So that's an ongoing thing. I will say though, like, I am loving the things that Trump says he's going to do on the first day. The reciprocity, whatever the heck the word is, for concealed carry.
That requires Congress, but yes, please.
I would love to see that. I'm just saying, Congress has a mandate, and the things I want done outside of like the food stuff, which really needs to be taken into account, and the factory farming thing.
Still not 100% sure on the House. It's probably going to be GOP, but the rest of the races are tight.
I thought we were in and done. What happened?
We're not quite done yet.
I thought the only thing left was California and Arizona.
Yeah, but it's California and Arizona and Washington.
Washington.
There's also there's a tight race in Iowa that's probably going to go GOP, but it's not decided yet. Alaska's probably going to be GOP, but that's not decided yet. And it's Alaska.
These people haven't conceded yet, honestly.
Maricopa County is a fucking shit show.
Maricopa County is always a shit show. It's always been a shit show.
There's some red counties that aren't decided yet in California. There's some blue counties in Louisiana that aren't decided, and Louisiana is a weird state.
But
right now, you need 218 for the majority. Dems have 201 seats. GOP has 212 seats. So this is about 6 plus. There's about 22, 23 seats still need to be decided.
Okay. Well, beyond that, the gaming news apparently the gaming industry freaked out over Trump's election.
Oh, I need to share my screen.
I mean, we'll talk about that in a second. And I figured this out when a friend of mine texted me, who has not contacted me since I started the Stop Making Me Defend Trump back in 2017, because that was forever ago. Like, please stop making me defend this man. Like, just do your own research. You can see it right there. It's right there. He said this. No, he didn't. I watched that. Because I had C-SPAN on constantly because I was working at that Wall Street job. All I heard was Trump speeches all the fucking time. Man did not shut up. And so when I would come home and someone would say he said this, I'm like, no, he didn't. I heard that speech live. He said this. Are they omitting parts? Share your screen, damn it.
Oh, I just got distracted because I flicked over to Twitter and it's just like now my feed shows me shows me all the tweets with concealed carry reciprocity.
There you go. But what was I saying? But yeah. So she contacted me and she's all like, hey, I need to buy a gun. What's a good one? I'm like, handgun or rifle? And she's like, handgun. I'm like, I'm not really good with handguns, but my mom's
Not a Taurus.
Who the fuck would buy a Taurus for a handgun? Like,
There's a leftist out there bragging about how they got a Taurus for Taurus 9mm for about $250. It's just like, dude,
yeah, they got it with $250 because it's a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit. You can go get yourself a quality Glock 19 clone for a BSA.
I would get a Glock if you're feeling fancy and want to spend money a SIG.
Like you don't even have to spend Glock money. A Glock's gonna cost you about $450. Get your for about $300 on sale. You can get yourself a PSA dagger.
Okay. Anyway, the point being,
that's almost as good. That's almost as good as Glock. It's a clone of the Glock. It's drop safe like a Glock.
Anyway, the point being, I was asking her a question like, so how much are you looking to spend? She's like, oh, like for $50, $100. I'm going, sweetie, no. Think PS5 money first of all. Don't think PS5 money. Guns are not cheap. I don't know why you think they're cheap unless you're going to buy a gun that's really hot off of some drug dealer named Jamal off the corner. I would not buy it.
No, if you're paying $50 for a gun, it's either a piece of shit or
it's hot.
It's either a piece of shit or it's hot.
I would not touch.
If you're not asked to take a background check, it's hot.
Yeah, then I had to explain to her about the background check. She goes, "That's not true." I'm going, "No, there's a background check. It's going to take like 2 weeks."
Yeah, just
a heads up on that. And
depending on what state you're in,
I don't know.
Virginia, it's generally same day.
Nice. I don't know. I assume she's in a blue state because, yeah. But she works for Ubisoft. She was telling me how like people were going home early. People were coming back from lunch drunk. People were crying in the bathroom. And I'm like, is everyone okay? Like, did someone die?
Obviously not.
Like, well, the election was very upsetting. I'm like, not that upsetting. Dear God. Like, this is remember, women want to have same pay in the office, and this is what they do when they have a bad day. Oh Lord, help me. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Apparently, same thing was going on with Blizzard because Mark Grubbs was getting the same kind of messages. Like he shared that on Twitter. I don't think I shared that, but yeah, that was a thing. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And then we have other people who freaked out online. I think I sent you an article for that. You gotta pull that up for me.
Which
the Dragon Age writer.
Oh. Yep, I got that.
Okay, there we go.
Lead writer Patrick Weeks melts down after Donald Trump wins U.S. election for president.
First of all, scroll up to the. You got some shit in your hair right there. You might want to like clean that out.
Yeah.
First of all, you are an old ass man. You can't pull off that look. I'm sorry. Anyway, this man went on a fucking tweet rampage. Was it Trade or was it Blue Origin? Or well, not Blue Origin, Blue Sky? Whatever the fuck that
I
thing's
think it was
called.
Blue Sky.
Yeah. Whatever the hell that thing's called. The Twitter clone that only leftists are on. And then they go, people are attacking me, and we're all like, who? No one's on there.
No one's on there.
If anyone's attacking you, it's other lefties. What do you want from us?
So
But yeah, so
yeah, he started retweeting bullshit.
went crazy.
I was like, Harris ran a smart campaign. No, she didn't.
Here. Allow me to put it like this. For everyone on the left, I will give you all the things that you did right. You outspent. You raised more money. You outspent. You had a larger volunteer base, and you had a larger ground game. You still lost. There. You did everything right. You still lost. I really need that Patrick Stewart quote right now.
Like, he didn't really say anything. He just retweeted. What is this article? He just retweeted a bunch of bullshit.
He apparently went crazy in like internal stuff. But yeah.
Okay. I was about to say,
There's a thing where you have
on
to,
Blue Sky, he didn't make any comments himself, but
we post a number of unhinged tweets. The man is sharing unhinged things. I need you to understand that some people need to get out of the echo chamber because they've gone nuts.
yeah, like this article sucks. It doesn't even say what he did internally. It just
See, I couldn't find the article for that. I know Clownfish TV was talking about it,
okay.
and then I couldn't find the original article. I grabbed the first one I could find. Anyway, what else do we have?
So we're already on video game news. So speaking of BioWare, there's a Mass Effect TV series in the works.
I saw this and I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully it doesn't suck. And then my next question was this: it's done by the writer from Fast 9. Is this space cars or is this Cars versus Russian Submarine?
I'm not sure which Fast it is, but it's the guy who did Borderlands, which has me extremely worried.
Ooh, so it's Cars versus Russian Submarine. Oh, fuck. Space Cars
The
was
other
funny.
guy did Star Trek Beyond, and Star Trek Beyond was underrated.
It was okay. I liked it.
It was a good Star Trek. It was a good Star Trek movie, and no one saw it because they said, "Oh, it's the Fast and Furious guy." And they showed the motorcycle scene, which was a great Fast and Furious scene, but it was just like the token Star Trek action scene. The rest of it was a good Star Trek movie.
Yep, it was okay. I liked it. It was back to the Star Trek basics. Less Michael Bay.
Using your head to solve a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You did have the big space battle at the end, but it was unconventionally fought. They had to use their heads to fight it.
Yep.
They brought Star Trek back to the Kelvinverse.
Exactly.
And it was like that was peak Kelvinverse, and I wish they continued it, but it's no time to make Discovery.
Anyway, so hopefully we'll get ourselves a decent show out of this. I'm hoping that he does better with a TV. No, because he was making movies prior, so I don't know why he screwed up Borderlands. I don't
know.
You know, that's every once in a while I worry people are just drinking the Kool-Aid.
He did also do rewrites on 10 Cloverfield Lane, which that was decent.
Okay.
And then the other guy associated which gives me some help, was the executive at Marvel Television in charge of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage.
So here's the thing, though, is that a lot of these companies are done with bullshit advocacy stuff. A lot of them are done. They want nothing to do with it because it doesn't make them money, and they are out of venture capital money. The economy was really bad for a very long time. No one has money to be spending on bullshit. The very first thing to go when that belt tightens, advocacy programs.
Yep.
Very first thing to go. Why? Because it's unnecessary. All right. What is next?
Next, we're staying on video games, right?
Yeah.
Um, so Alyssa Mercant departs Kotaku,
Yes.
ostensibly
Yes.
hired by Sweet Baby.
Yep. I believe there's also was there a tweet about that? No, there was a tweet about something else. But yeah, this was I first saw this on Clownfish, and then I found her tweets, and then of course things got removed, so I had to find an article about it.
Yeah,
She
her tweet
says,
saying kiss her ass after
yeah. So
being
those of
hired
you
by Kotaku.
I believe we talked about her last month,
I think
where
so,
she
yeah.
where she like we were talking about the fact that she was saying things that was going to get the company uh, sued, which is why they made her. No, she was talking to the developer of a game, and he's like, "I don't know you. You didn't work on my game. Why are you sitting here talking about it like you did?" Like he's like, "Hey, I was part of the development team. I was the creative director. I know who was on my team working on this. You were not one of them." She's like, "Oh, I was press or like stuff," and he goes, "Oh, you were marketing. Okay, yeah, you please don't talk about the game if you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you? I'm blah blah blah." He goes, "Lady, you did not work on the game. Go away." So apparently, she has removed herself from Kotaku. She says she quit. I assume Kotaku fired her, and she said, "You can't fire me. I quit."
She was future endeavored, it sounds like.
Yeah. But apparently she's looking to work with Sweet Baby Inc. now. Um, that advocacy group, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they can have her.
They can
They
have
can
her.
they can have her. I want her nowhere near decent video games. I want her nowhere near the pulse of the ground. I want her nowhere near these things. All right. I don't care what she does. She cannot be in the video game industry doing these things. I don't care. Like Kotaku, Kotaku is notoriously not fun. How do we know? Magfest put up that sign. Remember that sign?
Yeah,
Kotaku.
even
Just
Magfest even Magfest is tired of your shit.
Kotaku's journalistic integrity 404 not found.
Not
That's a
found.
funny sign. The funny sign. I would have laughed. Like I like you guys are dicks, but that's kind of funny, you know.
Well, most
But
people
but
thought it was funny because they put out some fake.
yeah,
Like,
there was
are you
lots of
serious? Magfest is Magfest would probably be one of the more friendly cons for Kotaku, and they just flat out lied.
yep. They started getting people to attack them and say mean things about them online, and I'm sitting there going like, listen, anyone who actually cares about Magfest is already at Magfest.
Yeah,
So I don't know why anyone here cares. I would not have cared at all. I would have been like, "Hey, everyone at Magfest, the people outside of here think you're Nazis. What do you feel about that?" Like, I'm not a Nazi. I don't care what you have to say to me. But again, a lot of those people, they're weak. They can't handle names, which is why I sit there and I mention that their hair is nasty looking. You got a little something in your hair. Like what? Oh, that's just the coloring. Never mind.
yeah,
I just, like, how could you say that? It's just not. You're a little old for that. Okay.
yeah.
Like
And you know,
yeah.
so not an article for this. Trails of Daybreak 2 has a Trails of the Daybreak 2 has a release date.
I believe they mentioned that in the Niche Gamer when they uploaded the new trailer.
I didn't see it, but
Yeah, but like
it's Valentine's Day.
yep. I mean, we already knew that though, didn't we?
Did we? I knew it was
Yeah,
next year. I
yeah.
knew it was Q1 next year.
You told me to see if I could get it if I could play it after Katsucon, and I said I'm probably not doing Katsucon. I don't have the drive, and I don't want to do another Katsucon by myself. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not doing Katsucon this year myself.
So I'm
Um,
gonna bail out on that one. Maybe next year. Maybe next year when I've moved into West Virginia or Virginia or wherever the fuck down there.
let me see when ZipCon is. Okay.
But
Um, ZipCon's February 10th this year. If you want to go to that.
that's further away. My problem is I don't want to spend money. I want to save money because I should be, if not already working at a new job, I should be starting a new job around that time frame. And then I want to get back on track on buying my house.
Yeah.
Like that's where I want to be at that point. Um, that's an ongoing thing. What the fuck is going on?
Um,
All right.
in other video game news, Switch 2 is going to have backwards compatibility.
I am happy about that. I'm super happy about that. I am super happy about that. Oh, it's like they understood the problem of the PS4 to PS5 thing. Where they just
Yes.
went, where there's like, yeah, fuck it. And I'm going, thank you. Like this is all I wanted. This is all that I wanted.
All we wanted.
Mhm.
Next up, tech news.
Tech news.
So TSMC is going to stop making chips for Chinese customers.
Oh, did not see this one. This is one of the new articles you sent.
U.S. restrictions on are kicking in. If you want to do business with America, you got to stop doing business with China with certain technologies.
Gotcha.
So
That's actually that's I can't tell if that's part of the tariffs or something else, but that's great news overall.
so they're going to stop. They're not going to completely stop selling chips, but they're going to stop selling their top level 7 nanometer chips.
Gotcha. What's I wonder if China's going to try and like copy them or something stupid like that.
Well, they're going to try, but the problem is to build up those fabs. You got to buy to get there's only one company that makes the lenses for the lasers that they use for the lithography equipment, and that's Zeiss, and they're in Germany, which is a NATO ally. There's another company that makes another piece of the equipment in the Netherlands, which is
but you're forgetting that Germany just collapsed recently.
well, the government collapsed, but that's because the government collapsed because they had a center-right party in a coalition with two leftist parties,
And they ran out of money.
came up with a budget that was able to do some legal shenanigans to make everybody happy. Because they had a budget that they were to spend all this money that the left wanted to spend, but they were using unspent COVID funds to do it. So the right was shrinking the budget in total, which is what they wanted to do. Just cutting budget across the board, but the left got all this new spending in that they wanted to do the wealth redistribution shit and the green shit. And the court said, no, you allocated this for COVID funds. If you're not going to spend it, it goes back to the people. If you're not going to spend it on COVID things, it has to go back to the people. And then the fight started on what that budget was actually going to be after that. Well, and that's when it collapsed.
There you go. I don't know.
And in the middle of that fight, Trump got elected, and that everyone went insane.
I don't know what's going on, but Twitter's showing me the Bruins game for some reason.
Oh, probably hockey.
Well, it's Linus Ullmark is apparently back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. Like I don't watch Bruins hockey. Why would you send me that?
Are they in the same division as the Devils? I thought the Devils were in the
different division.
I thought the Devils were in the Met with the Caps and the Pens,
They are.
not the Atlantic with the Bruins.
Exactly. That's why I'm confused as to why I got a Bruins. I'm looking at this going, you're not even in the right division. What you doing here?
At least they got the conference right.
Sure. Anyway, come on, X. You're sending me weird shit all the time now. I'm getting a little concerned.
So in other news, going to X, per Dextro, Johnny Somali has apologized to South Korea.
Johnny Smalley is currently in jail in South Korea. Last I checked.
I thought he was just banned from leaving the country while his case is ongoing.
Yeah, he's banned from leaving the country. He's in a holding cell.
I didn't know he was in a holding cell. I thought because the other day he a couple of Korean MMA fighters took him to apologize to the statue.
Oh yeah, that's part.
And I also heard that he had a drug test, and to try to beat the drug test, he shaved his head.
He probably did. You can walk around in South Korea with an ankle bracelet, but you can't go back to your home.
Okay.
It's a weird thing in Korea. If you've ever gotten really drunk in Korea and gotten arrested, it sucks. One and two. Here's the big thing. Two, don't fuck with Korea. They are a very law heavy fucking country.
Yeah, and they don't play.
Most of the Asian countries don't play.
No.
Majority of them do not play. Even Thailand does not play. You know, Jesus, I can't. I've explained this all the damn time.
So, of the countries, Japan is the least likely to arrest you. But if you get arrested, you're fucked.
If you are arrested, you are banned from the country.
Not just that, but 99% conviction rating in Japan.
George Carlin got arrested and was banned from ever returning.
Yeah.
Now, that shit was funny. Poor George Carlin. Poor George Carlin. He would look at what we've become and he would cry. Actually, I think he'd call us all fags. Actually,
would he, or would he have bent the knee?
No. George Carlin never bended the knee. He was always an asshole about these things.
I just like
they tried to make him
that wouldn't have bent the knee who have.
Out of everyone, George Carlin would not have bent the knee, and when they tried to make him bend the knee forever ago, the IRS just locked him in jail. Remember that. He had been to jail multiple times to try to make him bend the knee, and the closest they ever got to breaking him was when they took everything from him through the IRS, and he still kept going.
So, anywho, so he's been arrested.
Mm-hmm. He's detained is the real word, but yeah,
detained. He's been detained. I'm not sure he's staying again or, but he's not allowed to leave. Yeah, he's not gonna have a fun time.
No. All right. What is next?
Our last thing, actually.
Oh, really? No, we had another thing, didn't we? Oh no, yeah, this thing.
Yeah, we had this. This was the last thing. Credit card companies continue to censor Japanese artists.
So it's not only censoring Japanese artists, it's censoring Japanese manga and manga salesmen. So it's hitting bookstore sellers.
They're hitting Kanakamatsu's Manga Library Z
and Melon Books, I believe, which are Japanese retail stores. This is something that I was discussing in class on this thing that I'm saying. Listen, the one of the ways that they'll try to get you to adhere to them is Visa, MasterCard has a lot of rules you have to go and follow, and if you don't, they fine you, and then they also take away your credit card system, which sucks. And so the Japan used to have their own kind of credit card systems, but they've been slowly integrated by the Visa MasterCard system, and now they're pushing their weight on Japan. I'm hoping this causes a massive backlash and
I'm
brings
hoping so
back
too.
the Japanese credit card system. The Japanese weeb does not like having their shit taken from them.
No.
They are a industrious people. It would be very funny if all of a sudden Bitcoin became a major seller in Japan for trade across manga, which would then make my Bitcoin go through the roof even higher. Just come on, keep making my Bitcoin more valuable. I love it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
When I was over there was already a little bit of a pushback. I didn't have Amex. I just had Visa and Mastercard,
Mhm.
and there was usually a little bit of a higher fee for using my Visa or my Mastercard.
Yep. Which is why I tended to use cash.
Yeah. Well, a lot of places I just ended up using my Suica.
Oh yeah, the Suica card.
What?
The Suica card. I love that card.
I would just end up going to the ATM, getting money out of the bank, putting it on my Suica card.
Yep, that's what I tended to do. I'd probably pull out like $100 a day, put $50 on my Suica, and then I'd have cash on hand if I saw something I wanted. And that's how I handled shit. All right. So this is an ongoing thing, and it's not happening just there. It's also happening to Japanese artists and things like that, where the credit card companies are finding artists who are using pay systems that use Mastercard and Visa as well. I think Mark Grumsick
Right.
talks about it in
Just
Yoko Taro was still talking about this. Yeah.
as a side note, since we're talking about Mark Kern,
Mhm.
when is Embers coming out?
I want to know when it's coming out too. I would
When
like
is
to
that
buy your
coming out?
damn
He's
game.
got like 2 game projects that I think he's still working on, but he's been working on for 5 years, and I want him out.
He keeps showing us newer stuff for it, but I'm like, dude, just finish it. Just finish it, please. Just finish it.
Because the longer this stuff takes, the more the cries of
Leftists crying about stuff.
yeah, the more the cries of "oh, you're a scammer" start to ring true, even if it's not. Like
Yep.
this is starting. Your games are starting to get into Duke Nukem Forever territory, my guy.
Cash grab areas. But yeah, he was talking about how Yoko Taro has been talking about this because it's happening to a lot of his friends who are manga artists and other kind of artists he works with.
Yeah,
Yoko Taro is, of course, the creator of the Nier games. If you haven't played the Nier Automata or the Nier whatever games, very important. And I think it's been an ongoing issue, but it's weird because adults paying for things they want as adults should not be, decided by someone else's morality.
yeah.
If it's illegal, I understand. If it's not illegal, what the hell? But I know drug dealers who will take fucking PayPal. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can go on. You can get a lot of drug deals are being done by Cash App.
Venmo is a fucking thing.
But you can't. I can't get my anime shit through.
Listen, all I want is my adorable rom-com series. That's all I want. That's all that I want. All right. Like, oh well, they're children. Yes, they're high schoolers. They're not having sex. They're just being adorable. Well, what about this scene? Fan service is necessary to go in and keep other people interested. You're a pervert. I never said I wasn't a pervert. I said I wanted my rom-com series.
I wanted my rom-com series. That's what I was caring. That's what I was caring about.
That was my issue. Aren't you supposed to be a good, morally upstanding person? No.
No.
I'm Catholic.
Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm Catholic. I'm always a work in progress. Even the Pope is a work in progress. It's our entire fucking industry.
That commie.
Is that our?
That's our last
we-
article.
We finished early. We burned through those.
I
Oh,
think
what's going on?
we're tired and we wanted to get through this.
I think we're trying not to get back into politics as much as possible.
Yeah.
Here's something new. The E3 2003 Halo 2 demo is apparently going to be part of the Halo Master Chief Collection on Steam.
Oh, cool.
So that's interesting. Those of you who
Are they
don't
going to
remember
add
that,
it to? Are they going to also add it to
the
Xbox
console,
One? I mean,
I-
Xbox.
the Windows
To
version,
the version on Xbox.
and Windows games.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I have to. Let me see here.
Xbox Game Pass. I mean,
Give me a second. Let me pull this up. I unfortunately have no notes about that. It only says here we're gonna get it for Steam. That's all I have here. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Notre Dame's playing. Go Irish. Let's see here. Hockey. UFC fights. Donald Trump meme. UFC fights. Donald Trump meme.
okay. It's the reason you can play it on Steam is it's been added via the Steam Workshop.
Ah, okay.
Someone was able to find the files on the disk and reverse engineer it.
LaGuardia's been evacuated. That doesn't really apply to us.
That's concerning.
Oh, hey, this is something you might care about. Bobby Allison just died.
Yeah, I saw that right before. Bob shared that with me right before the stream.
Okay.
That's sad.
Yeah, all my Twitter is sports right now because it's Saturday night.
It's Saturday. It's sports.
It's sports night.
Apparently, in one of the games, the fans invaded the field too early while the game was technically going on.
Oops.
That was Georgia versus Ole Miss.
Is that why I have Ole Miss fucking here trending?
Yes.
Right. FEMA officials. I already know about that. Everyone knows about that right now. FEMA
Yeah.
was denying Trump supporters aid.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
thing. That's only slightly illegal when your boss tells you that. Like, hey, that's no. Oh, hey,
Yeah, that
remember
was some bullshit.
remember how you were saying about the whole text message thing to Black Americans? The FBI is investigating apparently.
Yeah, they have to investigate it. And what they're probably going to find is it's probably some Democratic donor who's trying to stir up shit. Because they have access to a donor list.
Kevin Feige is looking to. Let me go ahead and. Kevin Feige is looking to keep Mahershal's Blade and adding him to the MCU somehow. I'm pretty sure that the Blade series was it a series or was it a movie? I know it was canceled.
Yeah, I thought it was a video game.
Blade?
Yeah.
No, it was a movie or a TV series.
Not the one with Snipes.
No. This is Mahershal, I think is the new person there.
I saw somewhere that they were gonna put Snipes back in. That was what was implied in Deadpool when Deadpool was going through all the different actors who've played different characters, and Snipes goes, "Only one Blade."
Hey, here's something that's breaking. FTX is suing Skybridge Capital and Scaramucci to recover $100 million from the 2022 deals.
Oh,
look at that!
That's interesting.
So You remember we were talking about FTX, which was the crypto exchange.
Yeah,
They did that. God, that was like 6 months ago, wasn't that? 7 months ago. That was a long time
that was a
ago.
long time ago.
Who, buddy?
That was last baseball season.
Yeah, that was a good
'Cause
hot minute.
that was part of the controversy was they imploded because they were doing shady shit, but they had sponsored everybody,
Mm-hmm.
including
FTX
Major League Baseball. They were on the uniform of all the umpires.
See here, the filing states FTX invested $12 million in a sponsorship deal, $10 million in Skybridge, and $45 million for a 30% stake in Skybridge's investment management. FTX lawyers argue these deals lacked financial logic and claim Skybridge breached contractual terms by selling assets in 2023 without approval. FTX attorneys stated the assets were worth $220 million at current market prices compared to their $60 million valuation when sold. This lawsuit follows the FTX claim seeking to recoup assets from the firms like KuCoin and Crypto.com.
Oh, you know what this is? This is the steward who took over after everyone was arrested, trying to
Yeah,
get everyone's money back.
he's trying to get back everything that's been lost.
And sounds like he's doing everything he can.
Hey, he's a good financial aid person or a good financial officer when it comes to these things will try to get their money back in whatever means that they can. That is for the long-term good for the people that they are representing. It's not what happened with Alex Jones. Oh, dude, Alex Jones. Dude, okay. Back to politics really fast. So, Candace Owens, someone asked Candace Owens if she was going to try and become Trump's press secretary. She said no. But she would like to see Alex Jones to be the press secretary. Alex Jones immediately accepted. One, two. Here's the thing. I sat there and I thought about it. I said, do I think Alex Jones would be the best person in the position to be press secretary? Absolutely not. No. Do I think the journalists deserve to be stuck in a room with Alex Jones screaming at the top of his lungs? Yes. I do. Yes, I fucking do. Every day.
So I saw that on Thursday. When one of the few other guys in the room I was who I knew was conservative in my ALA class, I knocked him on the shoulder and showed him that tweet where he was accepting, and he's like, "This would be both the worst thing and best thing ever at the same time."
The only thing better than that,
and we were getting looked from two of our buddies in the front who were left, but they were just looking at us weird because we just started doing the entire rest of the class. We were just doing Alex Jones impressions. Glorious. They're making the frogs gay.
Listen, the trans-dimensional vampires. They're already here.
We were even doing Alex Jones bits as we were making up rules for our essays.
Oh, they're turning the freaking frogs gay.
Freaking frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the freaking frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs freaking frogs better. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay frogs.
The fact that is still relevant. All right, because that's a clip from like a Loomy stream from like a week or two ago. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I mean, I saw that. I was like, this could be the best and worst thing ever. The only thing better than that would have been what's the name of that guy who's the anarchist that is on Tim Pool's show every once in a while? He's friends with Roseanne.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
If he was press secretary,
Malice?
he would just
Michael Malice.
Yes, Michael Malice for press secretary. Only thing better, because he would just sit there and just ask people questions like, "So, how long have you been cheating on your wife exactly?" And like someone asked question like, "So, how long has President Trump known?" Blah 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 blah. I don't know how long has your wife known that you've been cheating on her? Probably about the same amount of time. Wait, what? He would just go in, so like he would just use really
Going
personal
on
information.
everybody.
He would use really personal information just to go and fuck with everyone. Oh dear lord, like that's an ongoing thing. What the fuck? Okay, I mean that's good news. Oh, hey, my nominee for Secretary of State is currently. Oh, so something that's cool is going on with the Trump presidency is that there's two websites we can use to nominate people we want to see in positions. There was one website to nominate people we want to see in positions. There's another website we can use to suggest policy positions we would like to see enacted.
Yeah, you
I know
said
the one is it's like nominee.mahanow.org or something like that, or nominee. I don't know. It was on Twitter. I saw it a while ago. I'll find it later. And the other one was like policies for people, something like that. But
I
there's
see.
two.
I see Kennedy Maha nominees
Yes.
for the people.
Yep, that's one. Yep. Our RFK and Trump worked on these things. And my nominee for Secretary of State is currently at the top, Tulsi Gabbard. Listen, man, people are like, how could you vote for Trump? I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. Possibly Kash Patel. And Alex Jones is press secretary. All right. So I'm going to end the stream now. We're ending a little bit early. We do have 2 weeks until con? So we have
2
one
weeks.
more show in us.
Yep, 2 more weeks.
All right, so one more show, and then we'll be off to whatever. I will have a video for that show. Keep an eye out. Of course, this has been the Geek-Posium, where we will be less political next week because things will hopefully become less political afterwards.
Hopefully things will have chilled the fuck out.
Hopefully. All right. I need everyone to be like Joe Biden from this point forward. Okay. So everyone, have yourself a good one. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Oh, remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share us.
Smash the like button.
Smash that like button. For the demons win. Good night, everybody.